sorry. I had a late lunch. Hey, everybody! Welcome to the Alliance Theater's virtual cabaret! On cabaret. Anyway, you know the drink of the evening is my Uncle Sensil's Rumpa Punch Teeny. Now, those of you who don't know me very well, do you have your drink in hand? And those of you who know me only too well, hey, baby, it's time to get your drink on. Yeah. Yeah, Terry Hansen, I see you. Get that. I know you know how to get a drink on. Now, listen, okay. It's not really a teeny of any kind, but you know, last week, Courtney Collins did her show, and she's the hostess with the mostest, and she came up with this wonderful quarantini, and I thought, well, I just can't say rum punch, so I had to come up with something clever, and I thought, hey, it's usually made at Christmas time, so why don't I call it a rumpa punch teeny? Yeah. Let me tell you about my Uncle Cecil. He was easily one of my favorite uncles. Now, some of you know this. Myself, my sister Carrie, and my sister Debbie were born in Trinidad, West Indies. And my father was an American. My mother was the West Indian. He was in the service, and that's how they met. But of course, he had to come back to the States at some point and find us a home. So we were staying in my grandmother's house in San Fernando, or what they call South. Me and my sisters and my cousin Jackie, or who I call Jax, who's watching right now in Trinidad. Hey, Jackie, what in the gal? Hey. She's one of my favorite cousins too, although I love all of my cousins and all of my uncles. Okay, so here's the thing that made my Uncle Cecil so special. When I was a little girl, he would put a record on, right, on a record player, and he would place me on the top of his big shoes, and he would just waltz me all around my grandmother's living room. And I remember just standing there looking up at this big, tall, handsome man and just laughing my little behind off. I'm gonna tell you something else he used to do. He used to teach me the words to all these rude calypsos. 6 years old. In Trinidad was a family with much confusion, as you will see. There was a mama and a papa, a boy who was grown, wanted to marry up a wife of his own. He found a young gal who suited him nice. He went to his papa to ask his advice. His papa said, son, I have to say no. That girl is your sister, but your mama don't know. Oh, misery, shame and scandal in the family. Oh, misery, shame and scandal in the family. Well, the weeks went by and summer came down. Soon the best cook on the island he found. He went to his papa to make a date. His papa shook his head, and to him he did say, boy, you can't marry that girl. Still have to say no. She is your sister too, but your mama don't know. Oh, misery, wait, shame and scandal in the family. Oh, misery, shame and scandal in the family. But I want to drink for that. But I got it, get it. But I got it, he went to his mama, he covered his head. He told his mama what his papa had said. His mama, she laughed, she said, go man, go. Your daddy ain't your daddy, but your daddy don't know. Ha! Oh, misery. Shame and scandal in the family. Oh, misery. Shame and scandal in the family. Why? Could you just imagine a 6-year-old singing? Who is that? Hey, Storm. Quiet. Sigh, what are you? Oh my goodness.
I made you spring rolls.
Oh my God. Guys, this is my neighbor Cy. She lives at the other end of the cul-de-sac with her lovely husband Hank. Oh my, spring, oh my goodness. Well, How did you know that I'd be doing a virtual cabaret?
Well, you told me and told me to bring you a treat.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are these the spring rolls that I had at your house last Christmas? You spent the whole day making these things, did you?
Yes.
Oh my God. I can't believe that you did that. Oh, you
Who
know.
are you, Terry?
Oh, thank you so much, Cy. You know what? Last week, Courtney's mom did a drive-by, and she had cheese straws, and they knew in advance that she was coming, so they put the recipe on the screen for everybody. But since we didn't know that you were going to be doing this, would you mind telling my friends and giving them the recipe to these incredible egg rolls?
Sure, it will be my pleasure. First, you go to Trader Joe in the frozen section and pay at the cash register. When you get home, you turn the oven on 350 degrees and bake for 15 minutes.
Okay, so I thought these were homemade, Cy.
Oh, yes, they are. You buy them at the store, but you make them at home.
Ta-da! She's a star. Cy, thank you so much for
you're
our time.
welcome.
Why don't you take these in to Stephen and Hank and
Okay, I
maybe
sure
and
will.
honey, when this show is over, I'm gonna be hitting that. All right, now listen. Let's get down to some business.
Come on.
You know, back in the day, if something really struck you, if you had an incredible experience, what you would say to yourself is, man, that was the bomb diggity. The bomb diggity. That's right. And that aptly describes how I have felt about my experiences at the Alliance Theater. I'm not just an actor at the Alliance Theater stage. I'm also a theater goer. And there have been times when I have walked out of there and I have said to myself, baby, that was the bomb diggity. Now, you know, right now, these are interesting times that we're living in. But what the Alliance Theater has been doing is they have been planning a season, which is an incredible thing because it's like planting a seed. You know, when you plant seeds, what you are actually saying is, there is a future. I have hope. The way that they do things, though, they do it on a certain level, and it don't come cheap. Excellence doesn't come cheap. And so part of the reason that we're doing this virtual cabaret, Colin, Courtney and I, along with Christian Magby here, is that we would like to ask you to help us. Now, if you look in the chat, there's a tip jar. And if you click on that tip jar, it's going to take you where you need to go to help us out. And hey, this is what I want you to do. I want you to put so much money in that tip jar that you tip over the tip jar. Now, here's what you can do. Next week, July 25th, they've got the Collision Project, okay? And these kids have written a piece all about social justice. They are just amazing. They've been mentored by Pearl Clegg and Patrick McWorley. And you can just go to alliancetheater.org/collision and you can see it for free. And they've got other stuff planned. They've got Hands Up. That's actually going to be next spring. However, there's going to be a lot of virtual promotion around it in the fall. And later on in the year, there might be a little something that I might be involved in, but I'm not allowed to say anything about it right now. So anyway, I want to read something to you because this is really quite incredible, and I don't know where I put it, but it was something that was written. Where?
On the floor.
Oh, yes, it is.
Hallelujah.
Thank God I have a co-star. You know, the other day I was on Facebook, and I saw something that was posted by my friend Ruben Santiago Hudson. Yeah, that's right, baby. He's a friend. So I reached out to him and I said, Ruben, would you mind if I read what you wrote, because it so succinctly describes how I feel? Listen, I just learned that word, succinctly. Don't ask me to spell it, okay? And he said, Terry, those words may have flowed from my pen, but they come from my heart. So go ahead and share it. And here's what he said, and this describes my experience with and how I feel about live theater. He said, we will weather the storm and reach brighter days ahead. Time. Yet I miss the room, the stage, the people, the soul, the humanity, the anger and laughter, the passion, the fellowship, the open eyes and hearts, the debates, the applause, the green room, the first day of rehearsal, the hugs, the process, the proud gait of an actor entering a rehearsal room, the joy. Damn, I miss the theater. Time. Patience. I am thanking you in advance for all that you do to give us hope. And as a thank you, the Alliance Theater is offering this t-shirt. Here, let me jump up so you can see it. Yeah. Oof, that took my breath out of me for the rest of the evening. Now, here's how you get this t-shirt. You're just going to answer a trivia question, okay? And the first person to type it in the chat gets the t-shirt. So, here's the question. What play with music did Terry Burrell write and perform on an Alliance stage? I'm gonna give you a little hint. Here I go again. I hear those trumpets blow again. All aglow again, taking a chance on love. Here I slide again, about to take that ride again. Starry-eyed again, taking a chance on love. I thought the cards were a frame-up, I never would try. Now I'm taking that game up in the lanes of hearts are high. Who won? Did anybody win? Huh? I don't see what's going on. Anyway, they'll tell me at the end of the show. Come on. I thought the cards were a frame-up, I never would try. Now I'm taking that game up and the ace of hearts are high. Things are mending now, I see a rainbow blending now. There'll be a happy ending now, taking a chance on love. Yeah. Oh, I see who won. Becky Booth in Florida. Becky, how are you, honey? Listen, this is how you get your t-shirt. I think it should be going around on the bottom, but you email amanda.watkins@alliancetheater.org, and she will be in touch and give you your fabulous t-shirt. Yeah. Well, as I said before, I've got this wonderful young man, this beautiful hunk of burning love, honey. His name, not yet, I didn't get to you yet, just, you know, I'm telling you, these young ones. Anyhow, before I bring him on to do his thing, I got a joke I got to tell. That's right, I tell jokes. My friends know I tell jokes. And not only do I tell jokes, I laugh at my old damn jokes, okay? Okay, so here. So, this guy puts a sign in the window. Wanted, someone who can type 80 words a minute, knows how to use a computer, and is bilingual. Well, the sign hangs in the window for weeks and weeks and weeks. No takers. Finally, one day, the door opens and in walks a dog. And the guy looks at the dog and he says, "What do you want?" And the dog points at the sign. And the guy says, oh, really? You can type 80 words a minute? You ain't even got no fingers. Dog stands up, types 100 words a minute. Yows. Guy's not impressed. He says, yeah. You know how to use a computer? Dog stands up, hacks into the security system, turns off all the lights. The guy is still not impressed. He looks at the dog. He says, yeah, but you know, you got to be bilingual. You're a dog. You can't talk. How you going to be bilingual? And the dog sits up real straight, looks the guy in the eye and goes, meow. That's right, I laugh at my own damn jokes. Hey,
What's happening? What's
Christian.
happening? What's happening?
Oh my God,
Is it
you
my turn to
are
be seen?
in for a treat. He is unbelievable.
We
So,
say all that now.
Christian, how did we meet?
Oh, you know
Don't
what?
tell them that story.
Oh no. I'm not gonna tell them about the Tinder profile.
Oh.
But back in the it was a cappella, the Riser Lab at Alliance.
Dang,
And
yes.
you played my auntie.
And Brenda Braxton.
Brenda Braxton was in it.
Better your auntie than your grandma, boy. I'd be punching you in your face if you said that shit. But yeah, that's right. The Riser. You know, like, I think one year, like, over 100 people had applied, and they will pick, like, three teams.
Mm-hmm.
Each team gets some
Each
money,
team,
right?
yep, they get about $10,000 to develop their own show.
$10,000, and then they do they'll pick one. They'll pick one and they'll do a presentation. Yeah, that's an amazing thing. And then what did we do?
We also did Candide.
Whoa!
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah, I was the little black boy in the back dancing.
And I was the old black lady in the front with half a behind. So how you like that?
We were easily assimilated. Though.
Oh, clever.
Oh yes,
That was
oh,
my
yes.
solo.
I did my research.
And then what else did we do?
We did Christmas Carol last year.
Christmas Carol.
And the fun
yes.
fact about Christmas Carol was that we were each other's Secret Santa. Yep.
Hey, let me tell you something.
Uh-oh.
Let me tell you something. You know
Say
those
good.
little cards you fill out for Secret Santa where you put things that you like? Let me tell you, you find out some stuff about folk. He loves Disney.
Oh yes.
I gave him a Disney blanket. I gave him Disney toys. And let me tell you something. This is a fried chicken eating black child right here, okay? Any kind of chicken, but especially
All
if
the
it is
chickens.
fried chicken.
We
I
don't
cooked them
discriminate against the chickens. All the chickens.
Well, as a matter of fact, one day I went to Publix and I got him those little chicken McNuggets, and I thought I'd get there early and sneak in his room. Who's sitting right outside his dressing room? That one. I had to do an about face, take it back, and then send it in there with I think with Neil Gantz.
Yeah, and it was just surprised I get in the room and this chicken. I tell you what though, that was the best show there ever was of a Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
I ate that chicken.
You know what? That was your best show.
Well.
Let's see if you do Christmas Carol this year. I'll tell you. Anyway, Christian, why don't we do something?
I'm down with that. You know, I was gonna take it back and do some Motown. Is that all right? But before, don't get too excited because before I sing My Girl,
What?
I was wondering if you would sing My Guy.
If I kind of remember the lyrics.
Oh, I think you got it.
Come on, y'all, sing with me. I know you know it. Nothing you can say can tear me away from my guy.
Her guy, Christian.
And nothing you can do, cause I'm stuck like glue to my guy.
Her guy.
I'm sticking to my guy like a stamp to a letter, like words from a feather. We stick together, I'm telling you from the start, I can't be born apart from my guy. Nothing you can do can make me untrue to my guy.
Her guy, Christian.
Nothing you can buy can make me tell a lie to my guy. I gave my guy my word of honor to be faithful, and I'm gonna, you best be believing I won't be deceiving my guy. As a matter of opinion, I think he's tops. My opinion is he's the cream of the crop. As a matter of taste, to be exact, he's my ideal. As a matter of fact, no muscle-bound man
God, Christian.
I know a handsome face could ever take the place of my God.
Her God.
Well, he may not be a movie star, but when it comes to being happy, we is not a man who could take me away from my God. What you say? Not a man who could take me away from my God. I ain't telling you no more. Come on.
Oh, I felt that in my spirit.
We need some more rum.
I've got sunshine on a cloudy day.
Oh, yeah, that would be me.
When it's cold outside, I've got the
Come on, Ting Ting, sing with us.
Well, I guess you say one can make me feel this way, my girl.
It's girl
Talking about my girl. I've got so much honey, the bees in me.
Yeah, you better watch it.
I've got a sweeter song
Yeah,
than the birds and the trees. Well, I guess you say what can make me feel this way, my girl.
It's girl
Talking about my girl.
It's girl.
I got something to tell you, Terry.
What you got to tell me?
You broke my heart,
Oh, get out of here.
'cause I couldn't dance.
Oh, Lord.
You didn't even want me around.
What black man can't dance? He ain't no real black man if he can't dance. No, I don't want him around.
Aha! But now I'm here to tell you, Terry, and Alliance Theater,
Tell him.
that I can really, not a double pirouette, but shake it down.
Woo!
Do you love me?
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 Oh, now that I can dance. Do you love me?
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 Now that I can dance.
Come on, sing on it. Sing on it.
Oh, I can mash potatoes.
Yes, baby.
I can do the twist.
Woo!
Now tell me, baby,
Come on, tell it, baby.
do you like it like this?
Yeah.
Slow it
He didn't want
down.
to do the whole thing.
Listen, baby, ain't no mountain
Come
high,
on,
ain't
sugar.
no valley low, ain't no river wide enough, baby.
Yeah, come on, Martha.
If you need me, call me. No matter where you are, no matter how far, don't worry, Terry. Just call my name. I'll be there in a hurry. You don't have to worry, 'cause baby, there ain't no mountain high enough.
Joy.
Ain't no valley low enough. Ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you. Don't you know that there ain't no mountain high enough? Oh, ain't no valley low enough. Ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, baby.
Woo! Let me tell you, that was my Zumba class
I'm telling
for the
you.
month.
Terry!
What? What? My sisters. Oh my God.
Hey,
Oh my God.
hi, ladies.
Oh,
You're beautiful.
Hey, what? Tell the audience who you are.
Debbie.
The original Dream Girl.
Priscilla.
Hi, Priscilla.
Hi, Terry.
And I'm Carrie.
Oh, you all look so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Oh, I am so happy to see you.
Oh, yeah.
You too. You're having fun.
Yeah, well, have you been following along? What made you click on StreamYard?
Well, yeah. We've been watching and we decided we're going to crash this party.
Yeah, we can see that you needed a little help there.
Girl, we got together and made some of your favorite snacks in honor of your cabaret. I made you some hot peach cobbler.
Ooh. And I got some homemade chocolate chip cookies.
Woo!
And I got me some apple pie, y'all.
Mhm.
You got some ice cream in there on it.
Yeah, baby.
Listen, guys. You know, would you mind sharing your recipe with my friends because you all are such wonderful cooks. I thought I was going to get my neighbor Sai earlier to share her recipe, but never mind.
Yeah.
That's another story. I'll tell you about that later.
Sure. Well, first of all, I go first since I'm older than y'all, except for Terry.
Oh,
Yeah.
Anyway, you go, you call Grubhub or Uber, and you order some of these bad boys with your dinner.
Or in my case, go down to your local Piggly Wiggly, get you a Marie Calendar frozen apple pie, preheat your oven to 400 degrees, bake that bad boy for 70 minutes, and no, don't forget the ice cream.
Got
well,
to-
my recipe is you get a man who knows how to cook. First of all, you marry him, and then you let him loose in the kitchen, child. Know what I'm saying?
Preach,
You
girl.
hear it from me.
Well,
Preach.
Very funny. It was so funny I forgot to laugh. Yeah. I am so missing you all so much. I love you so
Oh,
much,
miss
my sisters.
you.
Oh my gosh. You know, I can't wait for this thing to be over so that I can be back in New York for Christmas or something and have one of y'all cook the turkey for a change.
Uh,
well,
it's not gonna be me.
second.
Well, listen, guys, thank you so much. I love you so
Oh,
much.
Anytime,
Proud of
Steve.
you.
Anytime for you, Tara. We love you.
I love you. We are family. I got all my sisters and me.
Yes, you did.
We are family. I got all my sisters and me. We are family. Come on, everybody, dance. Let me tell you something. There is nothing like family.
Absolutely.
Yes, baby. Okay, here we go. I want to thank everybody at the Alliance Theater who made this possible, especially my co-host here, Christian. I want to thank my neighbor Cy. I want to thank my sisters. Thank you, Hershey. Thank you, Alexis. Thank you, Tinashe, Amanda, Clay, Susan Booth. Thank you so much. What is it?
There's too many of you crying. Brother, there's too many of you dying. We've got to find a way to bring some love in here today. What's going on? What's going on?
What's going on?
What's going on?
What's going on?
What's going on?
What's going on?
What's going on?
What's going on?
What's going on?
Okay. Here's what's going on. Now I want you to listen to your Auntie Terry, okay? The world is not going to end. It didn't end yesterday, it didn't end today, and it ain't gonna end tomorrow. I'm gonna tell you what's going on. The sun is going to rise, and the birds are gonna sing and do their bird call and fight. You ever watch birds? It's like a soap opera. The squirrels are going to play, and I'm still here, and I'm just still going to love all of you, and we're going to love each other. And we are going to come through this. We did it once before, 100 years ago, when they knew a lot less than we do today. And we are going to decide what kind of people we want to be when all of this is over. We want to be mindful and conscientious and kind to each other. Do you remember just a couple of months ago, a few short weeks ago, when who would have thought that, the cashier at the local grocery store was a hero? But they were. And the truck drivers who brought our food in. We were so kind. And you know what? You know what we've learned to do? We've learned to smile with our eyes behind those masks. It's such a fantastic thing. I remember all of my neighbors asking each other, "You okay? You need some Lysol? Girl, you got some toilet paper?" But anyway, I want you to tune in next week to see Courtney Collins do her second show. We're going to be sort of leapfrogging after each other on every Thursday at 7 o'clock. She is the hostess with the mostest. I can't wait to hear what she's come up with. And then I'm going to be back on the 30th, and I'm going to have some guests, and we're going to talk about our worst on-stage moments, either on stage or in an audition. And baby, we got some stories, let me tell you. Thank you so much. I want to thank you in advance for everything that you do to give us hope. Please go to the chat and to the tip jar. I can't wait until I can give you hugs and kisses in person. Thank you so much. Love you.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
What's going on?
What's going on?
What's going on?
What's going on?
You're going on.
I'm going on.
You're going on.
They're going on.
Yeah, baby, I'm
We going on. Miss Carol.